the bark of racing motors being fired and tested last night, and, well, you know what that means. Today is race day. Good Saturday morning to you. Welcome to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Racing radio here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us today. A special race day edition of Laptime Live, and seems like just yesterday we were crowning the champions of the 2013 season at Cocopah Speedway, doing some celebrating as well, and, well, here we are, just a little over 4 weeks later. Time to celebrate again as we open up the 2014 racing season with round number 1 of the 2014 Cocopah Speedway Racing Series. And one of the drivers set for action in this new year, Yuma's Craig Ebers, driver of the number 22 IMCA Hobby Stock, will be joining us in just a few minutes to talk about the coming season and his hopes for 2014. Well, tonight's season opener out at the Diamond in the Desert, of course, will feature action in all 5 of the Speedway's local divisions, the full-blown IMCA A Modifieds, the Pro Stocks, the IMCA Northern Sport Modifieds, the Fisher Automotive Street Stocks, and as we've noted the past several weeks, we'll see a change in the rules package as well as a change in terminology as the Napa Auto Parts IMCA Hobby Stocks take the place of factory stocks at Cocopah Speedway. And, of course, the Street Stock division as well also enters into the final year of its transition to IMCA Stock Car, that becoming fully official in 2015. Main gates will open up at 5 for tonight's season opener at Cocopah Speedway. Opening ceremonies and race time, as always, set for 7 p.m. You can get tickets at the gate, online at CocopahSpeedway.com, or at select Yuma area Napa Auto Parts stores, or at the Cocopah Casino gift shop. Well, exciting to be here at the beginning of the year. We know there will be 1,000 stories to be told throughout the 2014 racing season, but the fun part is, well, we just don't know what form they're going to take yet, and that's where the anticipation really begins to build. Several things for sure. We'll probably see some things we've never seen on a racetrack before. Some familiar names will continue their pursuit of a championship, and some new blood as well will join the ranks of the racers at Cocopah Speedway. Some drivers on the move, among them IMCA Northern Sport Mod champ Ty Rogers, looking likely for a move into the A Modifieds. Factory stock champ Miles Morris leaving behind the new IMCA Hobby Stock division to concentrate full-time on the IMCA Northern Sport Mods, and that in turn just about guarantees us new champions in those divisions in 2014. Also on the move, Jordan White debuting tonight in the Street Stocks after racking up a number of impressive 2013 wins in the former factory stock division. And among the new names that we'll be watching out for in 2014, Alec Garibay, who purchased White's former factory stock and is completing its conversion to IMCA Hobby Stock status. Another driver who also saw a handful of events in 2013 and looking to race full-time in Cocopah Speedway in 2014, that being Casa Grande's Brian Schultz, who moves behind the wheel of a team car to Yuma's Doug Rivera. And beyond that, well, you've got a pack of hungry racers looking to take down the other champions of 2013. Summarizing those fellows one more time, Brawley's Russell Allen, the defending champion in the IMCA Modifieds, Alpine's Mike Harlan in the Fisher Automotive Street Stocks, and Lakeside's Mike Lurwell in the Pro Stocks. As exciting as all of the action was in 2013, only promising to get better in 2014. Well, next here on Laptime Live, we'll visit with one of the men set for competition in 2014 in the Napa Auto Parts IMCA Hobby Stocks. Yuma's Craig Ebers, driver of the number 22, and he is set to join us next here on Racing Radio. Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Back with more in just a moment here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. Ready. It's the biggest year ever. The 2014 season opens this Saturday night at Cocopah Speedway. Join your friends, bring your family, and thrill to the Cocopah Speedway Racing Series. Enjoy an ice-cold beer, great food, a Coca-Cola family seating section, and free parking. Racing begins at 7 p.m. Saturday night, opening night at Cocopah Speedway. Visit CocopahSpeedway.com for details and online ticketing.
Welcome to the Year of Freedom with Clear Talk Wireless, where we all stand up together and say no to restrictions to your wireless plan. No contracts, no data caps, no limitations, ever. And Clear Talk always gives you the freedom to flash your current phone so you can keep it. That's the freedom of Clear Talk Wireless, and it's enough to make you feel as free as a panda. You know, because pandas don't wear pants.
Discover the value of freedom with Clear Talk. Get 4 lines of truly unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month per line on Clear Talk's nationwide network.
Clear Talk. More value, more freedom. More at cleartalkwireless.com.
Ring in the new year at the 20th Annual Yuma Home and Garden Show at the Yuma Civic Center, January 10th, 11th, and 12th.
This show continues to be your one-stop place to learn, save, and gather new ideas in everything to do with home improvement, decorating, and much more.
See hundreds of displays, talk to leading experts, and take advantage of discount show-only prices.
Bring in your antiques for free evaluations from TV celebrity Daniel Buck Souls, who appeared as an appraiser on Antiques Roadshow.
See gourmet cooking demonstrations and sample free food by area chefs.
Win one of 2 week-long vacation getaways. Choose from thousands of luxurious resorts throughout the world, valued at up to $2,500 each.
Visit the Federated Garden Clubs of Yuma's beautiful garden displays. Enjoy an abundant selection of plants for sale and attend informative seminars.
Early birds get a free chamois.
Don't miss the Yuma Home and Garden Show, January 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Yuma Civic Center. Get discount coupons at Lowe's or visit YumaHomeandGardenShow.com.
Winners must be 18. No purchase necessary. Don't miss this huge show.
Sign up today at 4th Avenue Gym during their New Year's special. Get 10% off membership and get a free t-shirt while supplies last. Offer expires January 24th. They have 20 treadmills, tons of free weights, circuit training, and you can even sign up for Amanda's Zumba and Bolka classes. Open 24 hours a day and voted Yuma's best for 10 years. They're located at 300 West 22nd Street. Visit their website at 4thavenuegym.com. Get stronger, live longer. 4th Avenue Gym.
Household hazardous waste.
Hey there, all you hepcats and schlepcats. Hopefully you're getting ready for the next drop-off day in the City of Yuma's Household Hazardous Waste Program. The event happens only 4 times a year, but it's a great way to dispose of unwanted and potentially dangerous, corrosive, flammable, toxic, or reactive items that don't belong in a landfill or in our sewer system, like your old paints, pesticides, fertilizers, household cleaners. Safely recycle e-waste, such as old computers or electronic equipment. Even drop off a few tires from that old car. So get it out of your house, out of your garage, out of your broom closet, guest room, storage shed, or yard. Do it all for no additional fee. Here's the where and when of the City of Yuma's next Household Hazardous Waste Day.
It's 8 a.m. to noon, Saturday, January 11th at 265 West 13th Street.
Household hazardous waste.
And welcome back to Racing Radio with Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. And we are joined in studio now by the man driving the number 22 IMCA Hobby Stock. Good morning to you, Craig Ebers, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Craig, you hopped behind the wheel of a race car late 2011, 2012, your first experience with racing at Cocopah Speedway. Can you tell us what got you into the sport?
My son wanted to watch the races. We never been. We went out there and watched. I saw about 3 races and decided I didn't want to watch. I wanted to drive one.
Did you happen to, hop into the pits and, work with anybody else, or was it straight into a car?
No, we didn't know anything. Never been in the pits. Went and bought a car and thought we knew what we were doing. It was interesting.
So son's interest and, of course, your own interest, and boom, you were at it.
We went and bought a car out of Havasu and hopped in it, not having a clue. It was a learning experience, to say the least.
Well, you've obviously learned a lot since then.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I've learned a lot, but we've gotten lucky a couple of times.
Well, hey, I've got to sit back and say 2012 Factory Stock Rookie of the Year is not a bad thing to have taken down in your first full year of racing.
I think I won it by default. It was an awesome honor. That year was a lot of fun. We started with nothing and came up and actually figured out how to drive towards the end. So it was a good year.
Now let's talk 2013. Somewhat of an up and down year. More of the downs though first half of the year. Can you kind of take us through it?
We had some bad luck. I was running what I had, and we found out in a hurry that the car wouldn't hold with that axle. We lost 4 or 5 axles, 4 or 5 rims. Lena only laughed over the receiver once when I lost a tire. We called the car 3-wheel motion for a reason, because I had 3 wheels left more often than 4.
Now, there are weight limits involved, obviously, in all of the classes out at Cocopah Speedway, but you're running a car that's quite a bit above that minimum. Did you feel like that played into, some of the mechanical issues?
Definitely. It's not knowing what we were doing when we started running the longer, heavier car. It works like a giant fulcrum on that right rear. So we're 3,800 pounds most nights, and we're well over the minimum. So it definitely hurts us in the turns.
Okay, we come halfway through the season. As noted, the issues that you just described, we come out of the season break into the second half, and you kind of took a big jump in performance.
We broke down and put what we should have put on there to start with, and it made a huge difference. We still had a lot of weight, but we cut some stuff out, made some changes, put some beefier axles, put a 9-inch in the back, and it went a lot better. It worked really well. It was a lot of fun.
Feel like more consistency in terms of overall prep and approach?
A little bit. Definitely a lot more work went into it, and knowing what we were doing helped. It was the right equipment is really where it was at.
Any changes in your driving style as a consequence of making the upgrades to the car?
More paying attention to what I'm doing instead of just flying into a corner. It was actually trying to drive it instead of just foot to the floor and as fast as we could go. It was trying to figure out how to keep it intact and finish a race.
And that's something that is interesting to hear from people who maybe are just out to watch a race, and that is that feeling that, wow, let's go out there, put your foot down, and that's it. And it's a little more complicated than that to get a car quickly around that oval.
It is. As fun as it is just to stomp it and go around the corner, I learned in a hurry. You can ask Jordan about that one, that you can't just keep it in the floor all the time. You actually have to slow down in the corners. I hit him a couple times. So
sounds almost counterintuitive, but hey, sometimes you got to go slow to go fast.
That's true. Yes, sir.
So how would you rate your own performance over the totality of the 2013 season?
A solid 7.
That's a pretty good number.
We could have definitely got a lot of room for improvement. We learn every day. I watch these guys that are consistent, Jordan, Miles, in our class, that are just always right there and try to follow their lines and paid attention and try to get a little better.
There are a lot of lessons to be learned, and you can learn them in a lot of areas, not just from people, but from the track itself. Yeah,
and the track has changed. It depends. They do a lot of work, a lot more prep work on the track now. It's holding out a lot better for our class, especially. I mean, it's a nice tacky track when we go out there. It's a little different on nights where we have more cars and it gets dry slick, and then we're all just all over the place.
It's got to be a lot of fun to go out there and know you're going to be able to go high or low or, have room to pass.
It is.
Again, either way.
It is. It's nice. I mean, the whole track is, you can go high or low. I mean, our cars are a little harder to go high because we don't have the horsepower to come out of the corners, but if you have to, you can still go high to avoid somebody. It's really nice. They've done the track surface is amazing. I went and raced in Tucson, and we definitely have a nice track here.
Craig Ebers is our guest this morning on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live. Craig, of course, driver of the number 22 IMCA Hobby Stock, and we're going to continue our conversation in just a moment here on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating.
Need to order stickers? SignPro can produce custom stickers with your logo or business information. Give them to your customers or label your equipment for a great professional look. That's SignPro, 783-7776, or stop by 1702 South Arizona Avenue. SignPro, where they are perfect to the letter.
Can't do better. The SignPro sign. America comes to SignPro.
Yuma Investment Group Wealth Management will be hosting a free educational seminar Thursday, January 9th at 6 p.m. at the Yuma County Main Library. They will be explaining how to prepare your retirement plan to be rollover ready, whether you're retiring this year or in the next 5 years. They will also provide you with a rollover ready checklist to make sure you're prepared for retirement. Call 329-1700 to reserve your spot today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, it's Demi Lovato.
And I'm Joe Jonas. There's so much in the world to celebrate. The movies have their night to honor the best of film. The finest athletes compete for the podium. Musicians have their time to shine. But how do we honor the kids who are making a difference?
With We Day, filling stadiums around the world to celebrate the good that young people do.
Follow We Day on Twitter and Facebook.
With each follow, school supplies will be given to a child overseas.
We Day.
Join the movement.
Amanda, age 3. Tyler, age 8. Marissa, age 4.5.
We could tell you just how many child abductions last year led to Amber Alerts.
Shaniqua, age 14. Ryan, age 9.
But this isn't about cold statistics. It's about saving kids.
Terrell and Jamal, age 6 months.
Please go to wirelessamberAlerts.org. Sign up to get free Amber Alert text messages on your cell phone. When an Amber Alert is issued in the areas you've chosen, you'll receive a free text message. If you spot the vehicle, the suspect, or the child described in the alert, call 911. Sign up today for free at wirelessamberAlerts.org. You can imagine what the family of an abducted child is feeling.
Alexander, age 7.
If you actually did help save that child, just imagine what that would feel like. WirelessAmberAlerts.org. A child is calling for help. This message brought to you by the Wireless Foundation, the U.S. Department of Justice, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Ad Council.
When you want to stay informed, all you need to do Outlaw Country. When breaking news happens in Yuma, the Outlaw Country News Department is on top of it. News Director Jennifer Blackwell is quick to provide news information and updates to keep the community informed over the airwaves and on Facebook and Twitter. When you want Yuma news you know you can count on, keep it right here. Outlaw Country is your home for the best classic country and Yuma news with Jennifer Blackwell.
Hi, this is Bobby Evero with Mirage, and we're having a tribute for my Uncle Fred Tesso of the Desperados. We're honoring Uncle Fred by celebrating over 50 years of the many facets of his Desperado band. The tribute will be at the American Legion, post number 19, located at 2575 Virginia Drive, Saturday, January the 4th, from 4 p.m. to, hey, who knows when. Food is available for purchase, and Don Don's Barbecue is doing the fixins'. There's a $3 cover charge and a whole lot of great music and great memories. Don't miss this event.
You're listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. I once again am your host, Mike Stanhope, and we are again joined in studio by Yuma's Craig Ebers, driver of the number 22 IMCA Hobby Stock. And Craig, you were one of only 3 drivers to make it to Victory Lane in the IMCA Hobby Stocks, or last year known as the Factory Stocks at Cocopah Speedway. The other 2 drivers who did see Victory Lane, Jordan White and Miles Morris, moving on to other divisions this year. So, how do you feel like that, set you up for a possible championship run, or, also, what do you feel the competition is going to be like?
Hopefully, we're always hopeful for a championship. That'd be great. I think we're going to be competitive this year. We have a lot of new guys coming in. Brent Wofford came down from street stock down into hobby stock. So, he's got some experience behind a car with a little more power, so he's going to be tough. Jason Bashirs came out of nowhere towards the end of the year. He got super fast. Optimistically, we're hoping we do well, but those guys can come out and beat me any night.
Now, you spent, we've had 4 weeks between end of 2013 season, beginning of 2014. You've had some stuff going on, and you've got more planned as well in terms of changes you're making to the car.
Yeah, we've, right now, I've taken the car as minimal legal hobby stock as possible. Christmas, holidays, family time, it was hard to break away to get anything done drastic on the car. We're going to put a new body on it and change some things and try to drop a lot of weight and hopefully pick up some speed.
You mentioned earlier on that car weighing in at about 3,800 pounds. That new skin going to drop that fairly substantially, it sounds.
We're hoping about 400 or 500 pounds. It's from an 85 to a 92. 92, I guess they started getting cheaper on the metal because it's a lot lighter.
Well, that along with some changes in the engine department, so to speak, I would imagine you're excited about it.
I am. I am really excited. For when the car is done, I want to see what it's going to do. I mean, we've done a lot of work to that motor, and the whole time I'm fighting. The car fights the motor, so it's going to be nice to actually have a lighter car and see what the engine can actually do.
Now, when you get that new skin on there, are we going to see a new graphics package as well, or something somewhat similar to what you're out running now?
It's going to be similar to what I'm running now. Knowing me, it'll probably be last minute, and I'll spray paint it right before the race. Yeah, I don't see a wrap in our future. They look great. That's not in our budget.
Okay, so some spray paint and some go fast tape.
Yeah, that's right. Duct tape. That's how we're going to roll. Duct tape.
How do you balance out the demands of racing with all the other things you have going on in your life? Because all of us do have full-time jobs and families as well.
It's hard. I say all the time that it's 20 hours of work for 20 minutes of fun. My wife and family, they love race day. They hate the week leading up to it. It's definitely a challenge. I have 2 kids and a wife that doesn't want me gone till 1 o'clock every night. So it's difficult. It's all late night working. The hours that I do, it's tough. Luckily, I've had a lot of help from a lot of people that you wouldn't expect. Guys in my class are instrumental in helping me. I mean, Matt Shard, Jimmy Davey, Jordan White, and Team 86. All those guys are more than always willing to help, which is more than instrumental.
And of course, the support from your wife and
yes, definitely the support from my wife and family. My son's he's the best flashlight holder on the planet. He's excellent at it. He hates doing it, but he's great at it.
They got to have those great pit crew members.
I know. I mean, he wants to be more helpful. I keep telling him how important it is to hold the flashlight and go get me a half-inch wrench. He's just not buying it. He wants to do something.
Obviously, your son looks up to you. I want to ask you, are there other drivers here in the Yuma area or perhaps on a national level that you look up to for inspiration?
I won't lie to you. I'm not a big race. I don't watch NASCAR. I don't have a lot of racing fan experience per se until I came out here. I like the guys that are out there, and they do everything they can to make it work. I mean, Jimmy Davey and Jim Davey Racing, they do a great job. They're out there competing with those guys that are buying those turnkey motors, and they're doing it in their garage, and that's really impressive. Team 86, those guys, I've watched Jordan blow a motor, and they're back out the next race. I mean, they just don't give up, and that's what I appreciate is how much work those guys are actually putting into it to be competitive and go out there like that.
Commitment and dedication to the sport.
Definitely dedicated, and you have to be to come out here and run. It's a full-time commitment, and even we're race car drivers, so even if we're not working on the car, we're still thinking about how am I going to enter turn 2.
There you go. Well, let's think about 2013 and then beyond. Goals for 2014. Goals for this year, first of all.
This year, I want to be competitive. I really want to do well and win more than one race, win in a couple races, get some experience, get the car lightened up, and get that, and then hopefully work on transitioning into a different class. Not sure which way we're going to go, but definitely into be more competitive.
Any sort of a timeline on perhaps doing that transition? 2 years out, 3 years out, or
hopefully by next season. I've got a couple things that I've set aside waiting for it, so hopefully by next season I can put a stock car together and we'll go out and run with those guys.
We talked about this just a little bit ago, but opportunity here for you to expand on it if you'd like, and that is people, businesses who do help make it possible for you to compete.
Oh yeah, I've got some sponsor help that I wouldn't be out here without them. I mean, Ecker Construction, Evans Custom Concrete, Yuma's Auto Glass, Sunland Chemical, John Medicinka, Platinum Cabaret, Jack Jones and Dick's 25-Hour Towing. Without them, I never would have started. Those guys, just yesterday, Les Evans saw me at Gordy's and helped me out with some parts. That stuff is instrumental for us to even be out there. Without their help, I would just be up in the stands watching.
At both the driver level, at the track level as well, none of us would be doing what we love without the help of those who can.
Yeah, those guys getting on board and really supporting the racetrack is amazing. I mean, Les Evans is doing so much, and Ecker Construction is really getting involved now. I mean, Ryan Hancock, all those guys are really getting involved, and without them, we wouldn't have a place to race, so that's important.
Indeed it is. Craig, we want to thank you ever so much for joining us this morning here on Laptime Live. Best of luck to you tonight, and best of luck to you as well for 2014.
Thank you.
All right, Craig Ebers, one of the men who's going to be in action tonight out at the Diamond in the Desert, Cocopah Speedway, as we are set for launch on the 2014 racing season. It kicking off tonight, round number 1 of the 2014 Cocopah Speedway Racing Series, with action in all 5 local divisions. Plenty of other big happenings out and around the Cocopah Entertainment Complex, which of course includes the casino and Cocopah Speedway. And joining us again this morning for the Inside Scoop, good morning to you, Anna Corpus.
Hello, Mike. The Cocopah Indian Tribe wants to wish you and all of your listeners a Happy New Year. You can start your year off right by helping the Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort celebrate its 25th anniversary. Stop by the newly expanded golf shop today for its New Year's sale. Clubs and balls are 10% off, and everything else is 25% off. The golf shop is open from 8 to 5 p.m. Cocopah Bend is located at 6800 Strand Avenue. You can call 343-1663 for tee times, and also don't forget to stop by the new 19th Hole Restaurant. Keep up to date on all Cocopah Enterprises by checking out their Facebook pages. Have a great weekend, and good luck to all those racers this weekend.
And thank you, Anna. Hey, one other informational note that we would like to pass along before we go this morning, that is Cocopah Speedway's first ever Motorsports and Racers Swap Meet is set for next Saturday, January 11th. That'll be happening on the Speedway grounds between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. That is for buyers, for sellers, for traders, parts nirvana, car nirvana for that matter, for all things motorsports, as all involved in racing are invited to attend. And we're not talking just about dirt track enthusiasts, but hot rodders, sand draggers, off-roaders, and more. All can be a part of the swap meets, and if you've got items to trade or sell, display spaces just $20. You can call the Cocopah Speedway office at 344-1563 for more information. Hey, all you need to know about the big 2014 season at Cocopah Speedway and more, all available at the click of a mouse button on the internet. Just stop in at www.cocopahspeedway.com and be sure to like us on Facebook, and be sure to visit the website for other content as well, including the new option for online ticketing and race registration. And remember, too, the 2014 season passes are now on sale. Hey, they represent a great saving over individual race admission, good for all 2014 motorsports events at Cocopah Speedway. You can get them now with the Cocopah Casino gift shop. Well, ready to get it all back underway as we hope to see you out for the big season opener at Cocopah Speedway. It is coming tonight. Gates open at 5. Racing set for launch at 7 p.m. out at the Diamond in the Desert. You've been listening to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Hey, we'll be back with more next Saturday morning, 11 a.m., here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400.